Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I am here to discuss about the viruses. In this presentation, we will learn about the fascinating world of viruses. What are viruses? Its general structure, types of viruses on the basis of genetic material, that is DNA or RNA viruses. Then its multiplication by lytic and lysogenic cycle. So this chapter includes the topic that is discovery, historical background of viruses, general structure, replication, its general account, DNA containing viruses, that is T phage, lytic and lysogenic cycle, RNA viruses, that is TMV, and economic importance of viruses. So in this presentation, I will cover up to this lytic and lysogenic cycle, and this RNA virus, that is TMV, and economic importance I will try to cover in the other presentation. So let's dive in. Firstly, what are viruses? Viruses are acellular, ultramicroscopic, disease-producing entities which are made up of nucleoprotein particle and can multiply within the living host. तो जो virus होते हैं, they are acellular and they are made up of two component. One is nucleic acid and other is protein. Nucleic acid may be DNA or RNA and consist of the outer covering that is made up of protein जिसे हम कहते हैं capsid. And this word virus in Latin means poison. It means poison. So viruses जो होते हैं, they are obligatory parasites. It means they can live within the living cells only. And we use one another term for complete infectious virus particle that is known as virion. So virion is a complete infectious virus particle. So viruses are nucleoprotein particle, which means they consist of this protein, outer covering, and internal nucleic acid, and it forms this structure that is called nucleocapsid. And this nucleic acid may be DNA or RNA. In some viruses, in addition to this structure, they have one additional covering that is known as envelope. इसे envelope भी कहा जाता है and contains certain envelope proteins. They help in attachment to the cell surface of a host. So viruses are acellular, ultramicroscopic disease-producing nucleoprotein entities that can multiply only within living host. जिनको multiplication के लिए living host की ज़रूरत पड़ती. And they are small and obligate intracellular parasite. Obligate means compulsory. They can only live within the living cells, or they can survive within the living cell or multiply within the living cells. The next, there is a term known as virion. So a complete infectious virus particle is known as virion, which is made up of nucleic acid and protein coat, commonly termed as nucleocapsid, which may be surrounded by a covering which is known as envelope. So this is not a uniform characteristic of all the viruses. It may be present in certain viruses, and some viruses lack it and they are naked viruses. If I talk about this virus structure, it consists of mainly two parts. One is nucleic acid, other is protein. In addition to this, some viruses contain additional covering that is called envelope. So virus consists of this core of nucleic acid that may be made up of DNA or RNA. Then it contains this outer covering that is made up of protein, जिसे बोलते हैं हम capsid. In addition to these two structures, some viruses contain this covering that is called viral envelope. It is made up of some proteins. It contains the proteins, or it may be made up of lipid or carbohydrate. These spikes helps in attachment to the host cell, and they are obtained from the host cell. और ये जो envelope है, ये भी infected host cell से ही virus बनाता है. And this viral envelope is not present in all the viruses. So virus consists of nucleic acid, that may be DNA or RNA. It may be single stranded or double stranded, that I will discuss. Then it contains a protein covering that is called capsid. And in some viruses, not in all viruses, some viruses contain another envelope or outer covering जिसे हम बोलते हैं envelope, और ये बना होता है host के cell से ही, जो previously infected cell है उससे बना होता है. It may be made up of lipids, proteins or carbohydrate. And this branch of microbiology that deals with the study of virus is known as virology, and the person who studied viruses is known as virologist. The next comes historical background, discovery of viruses. There are many scientists who contributed in this field in the discovery of viruses. Initially, it was thought that there are certain diseases which were caused by bacteria, but there was one breakthrough which leads to discovery of these viruses, and that was formation of one filter that is known as bacterial filter. और वो जो filter था that was invented by Chamberlain, who was a collaborator of Pasteur. He worked in Louis Pasteur's lab and made a bacterial filter which helps in filtration of bacteria, and these virus particles are smaller than bacteria and they can pass through this filter and can enter into the filtrate. So there was a mixture of bacteria and virus, and this mixture was passed through this filter which is designated by this red color band, and this filter will filter only bacteria, and remaining particles will enter into the filtrate, and this filtrate contain viruses. So this filter was used in case of a diseased plant which was infected by TMV, tobacco mosaic virus, and the disease is tobacco mosaic disease in tobacco plant. So the diseased plant was crushed and was filtered through this bacterial filter, and this filtrate was sprayed on a healthy plant, and it was found that this fluid was capable of producing the disease in the healthy plants also. So this development of this porcelain bacterial filter in 1884 by Charles Chamberlain, one of the Pasteur's collaborator and inventor of this autoclave. Autoclave is a device which is used to sterilize certain tools which are used in tissue culture, made possible the discovery of what we now call as viruses. And this filter is also known as Chamberlain filter. इस filter को Chamberlain filter भी कहा जाता है, और ये filter mostly use होता है जो water है उसको filter करने के लिए भी, contaminated water को filter करने के लिए भी. And this tobacco mosaic disease was first to be studied with the help of this bacterial filter, which was invented by Chamberlain. And the filtrate of this plant suffering from this disease produces some shocking results. जो ये filtrate था, this filtrate was capable of producing the same disease in healthy plants. जब इस filtrate को spray किया गया तो जो healthy plants हैं उनमें भी same disease के symptoms देखे गए. So this was the first breakthrough in the field of discovery of viruses. The next, there was a scientist named as Adolf Meyer, who was working in Netherlands. He was working on tobacco. He was the first person to report one disease in tobacco plant, that is mosaic disease of tobacco, that is tobacco mosaic disease, which results in curling and variegation in leaves. जिसकी वजह से जो लीव्स थे वो कर्ल करते थे और उनमें डिफरेंट कलरेशन, वाइट पैचेस और ग्रीन पैचेस देखे जाते थे लीफ में, दैट इज कॉल्ड वेरिगेशन. सो दैट डिजीज वाज फर्स्ट रिपोर्टेड बाय एडोल्फ मेयर. सो द फर्स्ट पर्सन टू रिपोर्ट टोबैको मोजाइक डिजीज. द नेक्स्ट scientist who discovered viruses, that is Dmitry Ivanovsky. He was a Russian scientist. He published his studies showing that the leaf extract from infected plant would induce tobacco mosaic disease even after filtration of bacteria through this bacterial filter. And the credit of discovery of virus goes to this person, that is Dmitry Ivanovsky. He was the first person to discover viruses. And this is the portrait or photograph of this Dmitry Ivanovsky. Next was Bejering in 1898. He was the first person to report that a disease-causing agent can pass through agar or bacterial filter, and called it as contagium vivum fluidum, which means living infectious fluid. तो वो जो filtrate था, that was living infectious fluid, means that was capable of producing disease in healthy plants. तो ये जो famous statement है, that is contagium vivum fluidum, this was given by Bejering in 1898. This is the photograph of this person. The next, Tuot in 1915. He was the first person to discover this complex virus, that is bacteriophage. So he discovered bacteriophage, and the term bacteriophage was given by this person named as Felix D. Harrele. He was the person who named this bacterial virus as bacteriophage in 1917. The next, the major invention was formation of electron microscope, and this was developed by M. Knoll and E. Ruska. So there were two scientists who invented this magical magnifying device named as electron microscope. Next, Stanley. He was the first person, American chemist, who isolated or crystallizes the TMV, tobacco mosaic virus. He was the first person to isolate and crystallize the TMV virus. And this is tobacco mosaic virus, which is a helical virus. ये एक helical virus है, and it contains RNA as genetic material, single stranded RNA as genetic material. The next comes properties of viruses. Viruses के कुछ unique characteristic features होते हैं जो और living organisms से different हैं. So the properties of virus. First, जो viruses होते हैं they lack independent metabolism. It means viruses के पास कोई भी cell और cell organelles नहीं होती हैं to carry out metabolic reactions. तो ये host के metabolism पे ही निर्भर होते हैं for their survival, for their multiplication. और viruses को हम cell free culture में cultivate नहीं कर सकते. Like in tissue culture, we can multiply the plant tissues in artificial medium. तो जो viruses हैं उनको हम cell free culture में multiply नहीं कर सकते हैं. The next, जो भी viruses होते हैं they are host specific. It means ये एक particular species और particular cells को affect करते हैं because they have some specific receptors for a species or for a particular cell. The next, absence of cellular structure that I have already discussed. जो viruses होते हैं इनके पास cellular structures नहीं होते हैं. They simple have this nucleocapsid. It means they consist of nucleic acid and protein. तो एक simple सा एक organization है. The next, transmission. Viruses require transmission from one organism to another. इसके लिए उनको कुछ मीडियम चाहिए होता है ताकि एक ऑर्गेनिज्म से दूसरे ऑर्गेनिज्म में ट्रांसफ़र हो सके. और जो वायरसेस होते हैं वो सेल जैसे लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स की तरह मल्टीप्लिकेशन और डिवीजन नहीं शो करते हैं. दे हैव नो ग्रोथ एंड डिवीजन बिकॉज डिवीजन के लिए सेल की ज़रूरत होती है और वायरसेस में सेल एब्सेंट होता है. द नेक्स्ट, वायरसेस आर रेजिस्टेंट टू एंटीबायोटिक्स. एज वी नो दैट एंटीबायोटिक्स स्टॉप सम मेटाबॉलिक रिएक्शंस. मेटाबॉलिक रिएक्शंस को स्टॉप करती हैं और जो वायरसेस होते हैं उनमें कोई भी मेटाबॉलिज्म नहीं होता है. सो दैट्स वाई एंटीबायोटिक का कोई इफेक्ट नहीं होता है वायरल डिजीज़ पे. वाइल इन केस ऑफ बैक्टीरिया दे कैरी आउट सम मेटाबॉलिक रिएक्शंस, और जो एंटीबायोटिक्स होती हैं दे हॉल्ट देयर रिएक्शंस. ये बैक्टीरियल रिएक्शंस को हॉल्ट करती हैं, स्टॉप करते हैं, जिससे बैक्टीरिया की ग्रोथ को रोका जाता है और स्टॉप किया जाता है. सो दैट्स वाई वायरसेस शो रेजिस्टेंट टू एंटीबायोटिक्स बिकॉज दे लैक metabolism. Then again, absence of respiration because they don't have any cell organelle which carry out this reaction. Then mutation. जो viruses होते हैं they have genetic material like DNA or RNA that can undergo a mutation. In addition to this, some viruses have enzymes. कुछ viruses के पास enzymes भी होते हैं, like we have transcriptase and lysozymes. So lysozymes इन्वॉल्व होते हैं सेल की ब्रेकडाउन के लिए, लिसिस के लिए. द नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक इज बायोलॉजिकल स्टेटस ऑफ वायरसेस. जो वायरसेस का बायोलॉजिकल स्टेटस है दैट इज़ अ स्टिल डिबेटेबल इशू. लिविंग वर्सेस नॉन लिविंग डिबेट है. कुछ फीचर्स हैं जो वायरसेस को लिविंग की तरह कंसिडर करते हैं. देयर आर सम फीचर्स विच मेक्स इट लाइक द नॉन लिविंग सब्सटेंस. सो देयर आर टू थियरीज. वन इज़ ऑर्गेनिज्मल थियरी. एज द नेम इंडिकेट, ये जो थियरी है वायरसेस को लिविंग मानती है, और जो मॉलिकुलर थियरी है दैट कंसिडर्ड वायरसेस एज नॉन लिविंग एंटिटी. फर्स्ट postulates of this organismal theory. So the first postulate is जो वायरसेस होते हैं दे शो रिप्रोडक्शन, ग्रोथ एंड रिप्रोडक्शन मीन्स दे कैन मल्टीप्लाई देयर नंबर, बट हायर ऑर्गेनिज्म की तरह मल्टीप्लाई नहीं करते हैं. दे यूज होस्ट मशीनरी टू मल्टीप्लाई देयर नंबर. So this is again reproduction or is a feature of living organism. Then they possess genetic material. Genetic material होता है viruses में in the form of either DNA or RNA. Again, this is a feature of living organism. In addition to this, some viruses have enzymes. कुछ viruses के पास enzymes present होते हैं. Like we have this virus HIV. So this HIV virus contains enzyme like the enzyme is reverse transcriptase that helps in reverse transcription. Then protease helps in degradation of proteins. Another feature is viruses are capable of producing infection in living organism. Pathogenic properties have virus की, and they also show host specificity. जो viruses होते हैं they are host specific, means ये particular species को affect करते हैं. Then they possesses antigenic properties. Viruses की antigenic properties होती हैं and they undergo mutations. So these features support this organismal theory. Means viruses are living. Then next comes molecular theory, which consider viruses as non-living. ये non-living consider करती है. So the first feature is viruses lack cellular structure, so they are acellular structure. कोई particular cell present नहीं है virus में, so these are acellular structures. As we know that cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life, तो viruses में ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Then जो viruses होते हैं वो spontaneously assemble होते हैं into virus particles inside the host cell. उसमें assembly होती है, means उसका जो capsid है वो separately बनता है, जो DNA होते हैं they are separate, and after their assembly they form the complete infectious particle within the host cell. तो इसकी assembly होती है. There is no cell division. यहाँ पे कोई cell division नहीं होता है as occurs in living cells. They lack respiration. Viruses में कोई respiration नहीं होती है, and they do not have independent metabolism. They lack independent metabolism, and they are dependent upon the host machinery for its various functions. And next they can crystallized. जो viruses हैं उनको crystallize किया जा सकता है like other chemical substances. Then they can exist in free state independently like simple chemical substances. ये अगर living cell के अंदर नहीं है, so they behave just similar to that of other chemical substance. Okay? Chemical substances की तरह behave करते हैं. So these are some theories which discuss the biological status of viruses. The next comes size of viruses. As I have discussed earlier, जो viruses होते हैं they are extremely small, means they are ultra microscopic. It means बहुत ही small size का होता है virus, और इसकी जो virus की size की range that is 10 to 400 nanometer. Nanometer means 10 to the power minus 9 meters. That is 1 billionth part of a meter. तो बहुत ही small size के होते हैं ये particles, और इनको देखने के लिए we require certain specific microscopes like electron microscopes. So a virion or virus size ranges from about 10 to 400 nanometer in diameter. We have different types of viruses on the basis of size. The smallest viruses are little larger than ribosomes. जो सबसे छोटे viruses होते हैं उनका size ribosome से थोड़ा बड़ा होता है, while जो pox viruses like we have smallpox virus, it is somewhat larger in size and is about the same size as the smallest bacteria. तो जो smallest bacteria होते हैं उनके बराबर ही size होता है pox viruses का. Then due to advancement in this field, we have some other viruses like lymphogranuloma. So this virus is larger than the smallest bacteria. Then recently a giant mimivirus was discovered, which is the largest virus, and it is having a diameter of 400 nanometer. This is a giant virus and its genome size is of 1000 genes, और इसका जो genome size है ये है 1000 genes का. As we can see here, जो dimensions है viruses की, we have parvovirus that is 18 to 28 nanometer, then we have Zika virus 49 nanometer, then HIV 120 nanometers, bacteriophage 225 nanometers, then comes this virus, that is Mimi virus. We have some other virus like Pithovirus, that is 1.5 micrometers, and this one is the size of bacterium, that is 2 micrometer. So this is considered to be the largest virus. Next comes general structure properties of virus. As we know that virus consists of 3 parts, namely the nucleocapsid, that is nucleic acid, then we have capsid and envelope. So envelope is not present in all the viruses. So we have 2 types of viruses on the basis of envelope, one are naked and other are enveloped viruses. So all virions or complete infectious virus particles are constructed around nucleocapsid core. And again, this capsid is again made up of the basic building blocks which are known as protomers, जिसे कहा जाता है protomer. So capsid are formed of protomers, means basically protomers जो हैं वो combine करते हैं, they will form capsomeres. Capsomeres will form capsid. So this nucleic acid consists of DNA or RNA within a protein coat, और उस protein coat को कहते हैं capsid. Then capsid का जो main function है that is protection, and it also helps in transfer of DNA into the host cell. जो host cell में DNA transfer होना है उसमें भी capsid help करते हैं. In addition to this, I've already discussed capsid plays very important role in the symmetry of viruses. जो different तरह की shapes है, morphology है, that is on the basis of capsid. So capsid self assembles from many copies of one or few types of proteins, और उन proteins को कहते हैं protomers. तो capsid का जो basic unit है that is protomer. Like we have this one, this is protomer, और जब ये combine करके ये structure होता है, this is capsomere. This is called capsomere. और जो capsomeres हैं they finally form capsid. So protomer self assembles, protomer की assembly से बनता है capsomeres. This is the basic building block of capsid, that is protomer. So the first component of virus is capsid, which is the outer protective covering, और ये बना होता है प्रोटीन से. इसका जो basic unit है that is capsomeres, और जो capsomeres हैं वो बने होते हैं further protomeres. तो on the basis of capsid जो viruses होती है they have definite morphology. So this is a protective coat which gives them definite shape, जिसकी वजह से viruses की definite shape होती है, और इसी capsid की वजह से they have different types of symmetry. Like capsid की वजह से जो shapes होती हैं, we have helical virus, then we have polyhedral viruses जिन्हें icosahedral भी कहा जाता है, and complex viruses. So we will discuss these one by one. Firstly, this one, that is helical virus. Helical virus का जो best example है that is TMV. It consists of central rod-like structure which contains single-stranded RNA, और इसके बाहर लगे होते हैं capsomeres and they are helically arranged in a staircase-like manner. The next we have this polyhedral viruses जो कि soccer ball की तरह होते हैं, and they have 20 faces, 12 corners. Then finally comes the complex viruses, which is made up of 2 parts, that is one is head and other is tail. So इसका जो example है that is bacteriophage. So firstly helical viruses, so they have less definite shape, these are rod-like structures, and capsomeres directly coat the nucleic acid. जो capsomeres होते हैं वो nucleic acid के बाहर directly होते हैं in a helical staircase manner to form a nucleic acid, जिसकी वजह से ये combined structure बनता है जिसे बोलते हैं हम nucleocapsid. Next we have naked virus. इसमें जो example है helical viruses में भी 2 तरह के हो सकते हैं. One is naked viruses, means they lack this outer envelope, that is TMV, tobacco mosaic virus. Then we have enveloped helical viruses जो हैं influenza viruses. So this is the TMV virus, that is tobacco mosaic virus, जो कि एक naked helical virus है. Next comes icosahedral symmetry. इसी को ही polyhedral भी कहा जाता है, means having 20 faces, और ये soccer ball की तरह structure है, and its central portion contains this nucleic acid. So icosahedron having solid structure with 20 faces and each equilateral triangle like face. तो इसमें triangular की तरह इसकी shape होती है जो हर एक face होता है, and approximately it is a spherical in shape, and it is found in larger viruses. और इसकी जो shape होती है that is similar to soccer ball, जो football होता है उसकी तरह इसकी shape होती है. इसमें भी 2 तरह के होते हैं, one is that is poliovirus and adenovirus, and others are enveloped virus which includes herpes जो वायरसेस होते हैं वो ये जो डिजीज़ फोटोग्राफ देख पा रहे हैं हम ऐसे डिजीज़ को कॉज करते हैं. एंड द नेक्स्ट कम्स सिंप्लेक्स वायरस. Next we have third category of viruses on the basis of capsid, that is complex virus. So ये जो structures होते हैं they are highly variable in structure and morphology, vary करते हैं इसकी shape, and they consist of two part. One is this head, that is polyhedral head, and a helical tail. So इसकी shape होती है tadpole like, which is a larva of frog, and it consists of a head and tail, and this is commonly known as binal structure. Means दो पार्ट से इसका स्ट्रक्चर बना होता है. वन इज हेड, दैट इज पॉलीहेड्रल हेड, एंड स्पाइरल हेलिकल टेल. और ये जो टेल है दैट इज अटैच्ड टू अ प्लेट, हेक्सागोनल प्लेट, जिससे अराइज होते हैं ये फाइबर्स जिन्हें बोलते हैं बैक्टीरियल फाइबर्स. दे हेल्प्स इन अटैचमेंट टू द सेल सरफेस. देन न्यूक्लिक एसिड इन वायरसेस में रिस्ट्रिक्टेड होता है हेड पे. एंड वी हैव वन कॉम्प्लेक्स वायरस जिसमें कैप्सिड एब्सेंट होता है, एंड दैट इज कॉमनली नोन एज वैक्सीनिया वायरस. सो दिस वायरस लैक्स कैप्सिड एंड इट इज अ कॉम्प्लेक्स वायरस. The next component which is present in the structure of viruses, envelope. Envelope is additional covering outside the capsid, and it is of host origin. ये बना होता है प्रोटीन से, लिपिड से, and it gives antigenic properties to the virus. So this additional covering outside the capsid is known as envelope. So it is present outside the capsid in some viruses, और इसकी जो thickness है that is 10 to 15 nanometer, and it is of host origin, means ये host cell से drive होता है. It is made up of lipid proteins, जिसकी वजह से वायरस की एंटीजेनिक प्रॉपर्टीज होती हैं. The most important component of virus is nucleic acid. तो ये न्यूक्लिक एसिड DNA भी हो सकता है और RNA भी हो सकता है, मे बी either DNA or RNA. And on the basis of DNA, nucleic acid, viruses can be classified into different categories. Firstly, we have DNA viruses. ऐसे viruses जिनमें DNA present होता है, these are commonly known as deoxyviruses, और इन्हें animal virus भी कहा जाता है. इसमें जो information होता है का flow होता है that is in this way DNA to RNA and RNA to protein, which is commonly known as central dogma biology. The next we have RNA viruses. These are commonly known as riboviruses and mostly plant viruses. इसमें जो information का flow होता है that is synthesis pass, this protein synthesis passes directly without involvement of DNA. इसमें DNA बनता नहीं है, directly RNA से protein बनता है. The next is RNA DNA viruses. यहाँ पे जो viruses होते हैं they have genetic material as RNA, but ये बनाते हैं DNA by the process of reverse transcription, and this phenomenon was discovered by Tamin and Baltimore. And for this process they require one enzyme that is called reverse transcriptase. So we have RNA tumor viruses जिन्हें leucoviruses भी कहा जाता है, और we have Ross sarcoma virus जिसमें genetic material DNA और RNA alternatively होते हैं. The next we have DNA RNA viruses. So this type of genetic material is found in human cytomegaloviruses, इसमें जो genetic material that is made up of DNA and several segments of mRNA. DNA और mRNA दोनों present होते हैं. The next classification on the basis of nucleic acid strand. So how many strands are there? So we have firstly double-stranded DNA. Viruses जिनमें double-stranded DNA होता है, like we have pox virus, then coliephages. Coliephages are the bacteriophages or viruses which affects E. coli, जो E. coli को affect करते हैं. Then we have T2 bacteriophage, T3 bacteriophage, lambdaphage. So this is bacteriophage which contains double-stranded DNA. The next we have viruses which contain single-stranded DNA. इसमें आता है bacteriophage, this phi into 174, this one, and M13 bacteriophage. तो ये जो bacteriophages होते हैं इनमें single-stranded DNA present होता है. The next we have viruses which contain double-stranded RNA. So its examples are Von tumor virus and Rice-Dorf virus. The next last category on the basis of nucleic acid strand is single-stranded RNA containing viruses. So it include tobacco mosaic virus, bacteriophage, Then we have MS2 bacteriophage and avian leukemia virus. So these are examples of nucleic acid strand containing virus, means they contain either single or double-stranded RNA or DNA. There are some viruses which are given in our syllabus. The first one is bacteriophage. So bacteriophage एक ऐसा वायरस होता है जो बैक्टीरिया को इन्फेक्ट करता है, और जो सिलेबस में दिया गया दैट इज T2 bacteriophage. If we talk about its structure, it consists of two parts. एक complex virus है. It consists of two parts. One is head and the other one is the tail. Head is polyhedral और tail is helical, और इसका जो junction है, this structure is known as collar. So this virus was first discovered by Twort in 1915, and the term this bacteriophage was given by D. Harreley. So these are the viruses which infect or kill bacteria, discovered by Twort in 1915 and termed by D. Harreley in 1917. जो T2 bacteriophage है, it is tadpole shape structure. इसकी जो shape होती है tadpole की तरह होती है. It consists of a polyhedral head and helical tail. If we talk about its dimensions, इसकी length होती है 200 से 280 नैनोमीटर तक, 200 to 280 nanometers. And this first part is head. So this head is polyhedral hexagon and about 50 nanometers in diameter, और इसका जो diameter that is 50 nanometer. It contains capsids which is made up of 2000 capsomeres, और इसमें जो capsid होता है उसमें approximately 2000 capsomeres होते हैं, and these capsomeres encloses the central circular double-stranded DNA which is present in the head region, और ये होता है head region में DNA. Then it contains one unusual base. जो DNA होता है इसमें जो cytosine है that is replaced by this hydroxymethyl cytosine, that is HMC. So this is a very unique nitrogenous base which is present in case of bacteriophage. So in its DNA cytosine is replaced by this hydroxymethyl cytosine. The next part is tail. So this is the elongated lower part which is helical, and its end is joined to a plate, hexagonal plate, and each corner of this plate gives rise to these long tail fibers. So this is a helical structure attached to head by a junction जिसे बोलते हैं collar. जो tail है ये head से attach होती है इस junction से जिसे कहते हैं collar, and its distal end is attached to this hexagonal plate जिसे बोलते हैं base plate. This is known as base plate. It contains 6 long tail fibers which are attached at each end of the plate. तो हर एक जो end है plate का इसमें 6 tail fibers present होते हैं. This tail contains central tube enclosed by a protein sheath. तो इसके अंदर एक tube होती है and that is enclosed by protein sheath. So बाहर से ये protein sheath होती है. This sheath is composed of 144 subunits arranged in 24 rings with 6 subunits in each ring. तो हर एक जो ring है उसमें 6 subunits होते हैं, और इसमें 24 rings होती हैं और subunits होते हैं इसमें 144. And the distal end, its lower end or distal end is attached to this base plate, और इस base plate से निकलते हैं 6 tail fibers, and their main function is attachment to the bacterial cell surface. Next comes the important topic, that is multiplication of bacteriophage. तो जो bacteriophages होते हैं वो 2 ways में multiply करते हैं. One is lytic cycle जिसे हम intemperate cycle कहते हैं, या फिर उसे कहते हैं virulent cycle. Then we have other type of multiplication process that is called lysogenic cycle. So that I will discuss one by one in detail. So multiply through lytic cycle. This जो T2 bacteriophage होता है ये multiply करता है lytic cycle से. Lytic cycle means इसमें जो bacterial cell होता है finally that gets broken down, और जो viruses के particles है ये release होते हैं. That's why this is called lytic cycle. So इसमें different steps होते हैं. The first step is this one, that is attachment. That is attachment of this bacteriophage to the bacterial cell surface. This is also known as adsorption. Adsorption. So virus will attach to a suitable host cell with the help of tail fiber. Tail fiber की हेल्प से जो बैक्टीरियोफेज है वो होस्ट के सेल के ऊपर अटैच होता है, देन इट इज़ अटैच टू अ पर्टिकुलर साइट, बिकॉज जो बैक्टीरियल सेल वॉल है इसके ऊपर रिसेप्टर्स लगे होते हैं, और जो रिसेप्टर है उसमें एक केमिकल सब्सटेंस दैट इज़ नोन एज डाईअमीनो पिकोनिलिक एसिड. So this diamino piconilic acid is absent in some part of the bacterial cell wall, और जहाँ पे ये absent होता है वहाँ पे bacteriophage खुद को attach करता है. Then second step is digestion of this cell wall. So this tail of bacteriophage contain some lysozymes, means some enzymes which can degrade the cell wall, जो cell wall को lose करते हैं bacterial cell wall को. So जो tail contain lysosomes or lysozymes, lysozymes which dissolve cell wall, जो cell wall को dissolve करते हैं, lose करते हैं, and then only genetic material will penetrate into the cell cytoplasm. और जो बाहर का ये empty structure रहता है इसे कहा जाता है ghost cell. This is known as ghost. Then capsid remains outside the bacterial cell wall and this is known as ghost. Whereas many viruses, there are some viruses जिसमें intact जो पूरा का पूरा वायरस है along with capsid that can enter inside the host cell. There are some viruses जिसमें जो पूरा का पूरा वायरस particle है that can enter inside the host cell. And after that, the next step is injection of this DNA into the bacterial cell. जैसे ये DNA अंदर आएगा, it will control the machinery of bacteria and it will direct the synthesis of its own DNA and protein. So next step is injection of DNA into the bacterial cell. And after that it will synthesize some early proteins. Early proteins include DNAs and RNAs जो कि break down करती है बैक्टीरिया के DNA को. And after that there is synthesis of viral DNA जो भी raw material produce होता है break down के बाद bacterial DNA के, that is utilized for synthesis of viral DNA. और the next step is the synthesis of late protein. उसके बाद virus के DNA बनने के बाद बनती है capsid, that is protein which is made by the viral DNA. Then finally the last step is second last step is assembly of these virus particles, और इसी को कहा जाता है maturation भी. And after formation or assembly of these capsid and viral DNA particles, they will form a complete infectious particle. तो एक ही सेल के अंदर लगभग 100 से 200 कॉपीज़ बनती है DNA की और उतने ही वायरस पार्टिकल्स बनते हैं. द फाइनल स्टेप इज रिलीज. एंड आफ्टर दैट जो वायरस जब बनते हैं इसमें दे एक्सर्ट सम प्रेशर ऑन द बैक्टीरियल सेल वॉल और बैक्टीरिया की सेल वॉल को रप्चर करते हैं एंड गेट्स रिलीज फ्रॉम बैक्टीरियल सेल. सो द नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज सिंथेसिस ऑफ अर्ली प्रोटीन एंड रेप्लिकेशन ऑफ न्यूक्लिक एसिड. सो फर्स्टली जो होस्ट जो वायरस का डीएनए है वो डायरेक्ट करता है प्रोडक्शन ऑफ कुछ प्रोटीन्स, लाइक वी हैव सम एंजाइम जिन्हें हम बोलते हैं डीएनएज और आरएनएज. जो डीएनएज होते हैं दे हेल्प्स इन ब्रेक डाउन ऑफ डीएनए, तो ये बैक्टीरिया के डीएनए को ब्रेक करते हैं, और जो आरएनएज होते हैं दे ब्रेक डाउन आरएनए, और इसके ब्रेक डाउन से बनते हैं इसके सब यूनिट्स, इसके बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स जिन्हें बोलते हैं हम न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स. दे विल फॉर्म न्यूक्लियोटाइड, और जो ये न्यूक्लियोटाइड है दे आर यूज्ड फॉर सिंथेसिस ऑफ वायरल डीएनए, जो कि वायरस के डीएनए में हेल्प करते हैं. सो वायरस कैन नॉट डिटेक्ट ड्यूरिंग दिस स्टेज. इस स्टेज में जो वायरस है उसको हम डिटेक्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं, और इस स्टेज को कहा जाता है एक्लिप्स फेज, एक्लिप्स हिडन फेज. और जो न्यूक्लियोटाइड बनते हैं ब्रेकडाउन के बाद बैक्टीरियल डीएनए के, दे आर यूटिलाइज्ड फॉर प्रोडक्शन ऑफ वायरल डीएनए. जो वायरस का डीएनए है उससे यूज़ होता है. द नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज सिंथेसिस ऑफ लेट प्रोटीन एंड असेंबली. फर्स्टली जो वायरस का डीएनए है उसके बाहर कोटिंग के लिए कैप्सिड चाहिए होता है, तो जो प्रोटीन्स हैं वो नेक्स्ट प्रोटीन सिंथेसाइज करने, दीज आर कोड प्रोटीन्स, and it will synthesize some lysozymes. So head and tail fibers are formed independently. जो head tail fibers हैं, head और जो tail के fibers हैं वो separately बनते हैं, उसके बाद वो combine होते हैं later में, and the viral nucleic acid protein assemble together to form a new infectious particle. So this is called assembly. जो ये particles बनते हैं वो assemble होते हैं बाद, this is called assembly, और इसी को ही maturation कहा जाता है. This is also known as maturation of virus particle. Hundreds of new viruses are produced inside a single host cell. तो एक ही सेल के अंदर हंड्रेड ऑफ जो बैक्टीरियोफेज हैं वो बनते हैं. Then the final step is release. So lysozymes जो ये प्रोड्यूस करते हैं they helps in break down of this bacterial cell wall. ये जो बैक्टीरिया की सेल वॉल है ये रप्चर हो जाएगी, और न्यूली जनरेटेड वायरस पार्टिकल रिलीज हो जाएंगे होस्ट सेल से एंड दे आर रेडी टू इन्फेक्ट द न्यू बैक्टीरियल सेल. So in this, the next we have lambda phage. So again, this is similar to bacteriophage. It consists of a head and tail. There are slight differences between this bacteriophage, T2 bacteriophage and lambda phage. So this is again a biennial virus, means it consists of two parts, that is head and tail. It again looks like tadpole larva. Head is again icosahedral and diameter is 55 nanometers. ये बना होता है 300 to 600 कैप्सोमियर से एंड इट इनक्लोजेस डबल स्टैंडर्ड डीएनए, और इसे भी इसके अंदर भी होता है डबल स्टैंडर्ड डीएनए दैट इज 70 नैनोमीटर इन लेंथ एंड टेल इज अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 180 नैनोमीटर लॉन्ग. जो टेल है दैट इज 180 नैनोमीटर लॉन्ग. इट लैक्स दिस प्रोटीन शीथ. इसकी जो टेल होती है, जैसे बैक्टीरियोफेज में प्रोटीन शीथ प्रेजेंट थी, इट लैक्स दैट शीथ. इसके अंदर प्रोटीन शीथ नहीं होती. द नेक्स्ट कम्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन ऑफ दिस लैम्बडा फेज. तो ये जो लैम्बडा फेज होता है, इसके पास चॉइसेस होती हैं. ये लिटिक साइकिल भी शो कर सकता है और ये लाइसोजेनिक साइकिल भी शो कर सकता है मल्टीप्लिकेशन के लिए. लिटिक साइकिल आई हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस. नेक्स्ट इज द लाइसोजेनिक साइकिल. सो जो लाइसोजेनिक साइकिल है, दिस इज ऑल्सो नोन एज टेम्परेट साइकिल. इसे टेम्परेट साइकिल भी कहा जाता है और इसे नॉन वायरुलेंट साइकिल भी कहा जाता है. सो लिटिक साइकिल ऑल्सो नोन एज वायरुलेंट और intemperate infection, while this lysogenic cycle is also known as temperate infection or non-virulent cycle. So again, there are some steps involved. The next, in case of lysogenic cycle, the steps involved are, first step is again adsorption or attachment of bacteriophage to the bacterial cell surface. जो bacteriophage वो cell के surface पे attach होता है, and after that it will inject its DNA to the host cell. So injection of DNA into the host cell is not killed in this type of cycle. इसमें host cell kill नहीं होता है. Then next step is integration of this viral DNA into the bacterial DNA. So it leads to a formation of one structure जिसे कहा जाता है prophage. So viral nucleic acid will undergo genetic recombination with the host genome, and this integrated structure is known as prophage. And the bacteria which contains this prophage is known as lysogenic bacteria. उसे कहा जाता है lysogenic bacteria या फिर lysogen. When the bacterial DNA replicates, the prophage also replicates. जैसे bacterial DNA replicate होता है, वैसे ही जो viral DNA वो भी replicate होगा. Under certain conditions, जब कुछ external environmental conditions change होती है, like it is exposed to UV light or X-rays, treated with hydrogen peroxide and other environmental stimuli, so it can follow the lytic cycle of multiplication. Mean जो virus है, virus का DNA है, it can break down a bacterial DNA and will form multiple copies of its own DNA and will form the capsid. और ये जो host cell है, इसको break down करके multiple copies release हो जाएंगे. So these are the steps which are involved in this lysogenic cycle of lambda phage multiplication. So this was all about our today's discussion. I hope you will get some idea from this presentation. If you have any questions, queries, and any suggestions, give it in comment section. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.